All right. We got, let's see, any working class hustlers out here already? Hope so. You guys know who I am. Horace, also known as La Machine. I see Wesley. What's going on, baby? My main man, Timmy. What's going on? Let's see. Who else we got? We got a couple people. All right, make sure you guys give a like for the algorithm. Appreciate you. And like I said, we're going to get better and better as we go along here. Oh my God. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to show you just how much I love you. I'm going live. I'm a little bit late, but number one, I gave you notice, right? I was a little better today, right? I gave you ample time to prepare or be ready, expecting that we were going to go live today, correct? See, I take constructive criticism. I take your input. I take feedback to help us get better. But check this out. Wait till you, oh my God. Here's what you guys got to understand. I had to pick up inventory today. Now, you guys know that I do mostly merchant fulfilled and mostly wholesale. I teach arbitrage because I started with arbitrage in 2017, and then arbitrage led me to wholesale. And listen to this, because we're going to get into this, so pay attention. It continues to lead me to wholesale, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean to that when I talk about that. So just stick with me on that. But let's see what I'm going to show something here. So watch this. I literally had to make 2 trips. You guys know I drive a minivan, right? So I had to go. This was what was picked up in the first trip, all of this. And there was just no way that I could get it all. And I had 2 more stops to make. Now watch this. This was picked up at the Utz warehouse in Chambersburg. Then I had to come all the way back to my place. Then I had to go all the way back down to Chambersburg to pick up at a store. And this is what was picked up at the store. We're going to get into this. This is important for you guys. This is how arbitrage will eventually lead you to wholesale. All right. And we're going to get into that. Now, I was able to get all of this in the minivan and then make it to the 3rd stop, another warehouse, to pick up this stack. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. Now, what we're going to talk about, I'll come back to that, but we're going to talk a little bit about, well, we're going to just get into reverse searching stores. Now, I did get some searches going, so let me move some stuff around here. Ugh. So I can start showing you what's going on. We're going to go into the software as usual because we're trying to get to the bag. All right, now watch this. Let me go. Okay. What the heck? All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go into the software, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's called a reverse search. You guys probably know what it is, but I may give you a different take, a different way of looking at it. Okay. So first, we're going to take a look and we're going to see what's already going on. So you see what up here where it says search history? We're going to click on that. And then you can see I got 3 searches going. Look at, and they're all reverse searches, but that's not reverse searching somebody's store. We're going to talk about reverse searching somebody's store in a minute here, but just so you know what we got going, we got a reverse search going in office products. And so far, I started it this morning. It only pulled 9 products, so I'm not expecting much, but we'll see. We got a reverse search going in sports and outdoors. I don't know if you guys actually, if you ever source that. That's 25 so far. And then there's snack food, which is my favorite. And there are 41 items. I don't know how good they're going to be, but watch what happens here. So first of all, let's talk about what a reverse search is and why you would want to do it. Okay. So let's see. Let's say this is a product we looked at the other day. Actually, it's actually, you know what, Tim? I got a whole category set up and I only have them running in certain stores because I didn't want to tie up a lot of bandwidth on a bunch of stores that we really don't use anyway. Tactical arbitrage, just like Nepetto, they got all these stores, and that's great. But how many of them do you really use? Not that many. But let's what did you say? Oh, sports and outdoors is where you started. Good deal. And yeah, you were asking how am I doing? Thank you, man. I appreciate you asking that. I'm doing good. But imagine this. Imagine, and this is one I would look at. So let's say you were looking at this product right here. And in your research, you start to look at how many people are selling. You see 6 people, and then you see this person, this store right here. And then you notice they got 5 ratings. Here's what that tells me. That tells me that is a new person. And that tells me whatever he can sell, the likelihood that I can sell it is going to go up. That's important, especially when you're new, especially when you're finding yourself hitting a wall all the time and you find yourself gated. You got to start looking at the competition. Why would you want to reinvent the wheel, man? There's just no reason to do that. So here's what you can do. You can take and click on, you can click in, then you can go deeper. You can click on this link. Now you're in this person's store and you can see what they're selling. But again, you want to use the power of the software. You don't want to be going through all his pages worth of stuff. You just want to take his store, which would be, hold on a second. Hold on one second. Marketplace. So basically, what you would do is you would take his store, which is this right here. I'm going to highlight it. This is his store. And in the software, Tactical Arbitrage, what you could do, you could come into reverse search, right? And then you'll come down here and you'll say search seller products. Then it's going to ask for the seller ID. You could put it in there and you see where it says you have 8 searches left. I think you only get 8 reverse searches that you can do per month. I forget how many that is, but I'm going to show you the way I do it, which of course I think it's better. Now watch this. This is the way I would do it. So hold on a second. I'm gonna try something here. I want to see if I can show you. It's not showing my. Hold on. Tell you what, let's remove that. I got some stuff I need to get out of the way here so I can work better. Let's remove that. Okay. Now watch this. I use a software called Tactical Expander, right? And it looks like this. So what I do is I take the whole URL line, put it in here, and I can put it, look, all these are stores. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 stores, maybe 6 or 7 stores. And I got a reverse search going. And what the software is doing is taking all the ASINs from all of those stores. Now, a lot of times when I do it, and it just completed. You just look at that. And literally while we're working together, it completed, which is perfect because now I can show you how to export it into tactical arbitrage. So basically, you can see, let's take that. You got 1,913 ASINs that got pulled. And now we can run those through tactical arbitrage. And the way you do that is you click on, I didn't want to do that. But you can do it like this. Okay, this says it's already been exported. So at this point, what you can do, watch this. Let's stop that for a second. Okay. So watch this. You're going to come down and right here it says import ASIN extraction from Tactical Expander. What I was showing you was a software called Tactical Expander. I don't know if I said that. All right. And this is not it. So watch this. We're gonna refresh this. And click on it again. And there it is. Remember we said 1,913 products. Now watch what we do. We import. And now you see it imported right here. So it's ready. And all you got to do now is check on your filters, which I don't filter much at all, guys. I don't do nothing. I'm saying average 90 days, rank anything over 500,000, I don't want to see. The only other thing I look at is profit and ROI, and all I say is $1 and $1. And it starts searching. So while that's going, we're going to look. And hold on. I want to see it doing something. See where it says 0? We need that to move. And we'll come back and check on that. If that's not working right, And we'll try that again. Maybe I forgot to do something. I don't know. Okay. See how this says search in progress? Oh, now it's working. Now you see it. So let's move over. Let's move. Let's see. All right, we'll leave that alone. And what we'll do is this: we'll come over to search history, and you can click it here, here, same thing. And this should go quick because this is only 10 products. And remember, guys, remember what I taught you. When you're using any kind of software, essentially what you are doing is you are literally trying to find a needle in a haystack. That is the way this works. It's not like you think you're just going to come through and get all kinds of stuff. So watch, I click view results. Actually, and when that comes through, what we're looking at is right here. Remember, when we were over here, it's 10 products. So when we go view the results, it should be 10 out of however many products are in there from all of the other reverse searches that you've done. And these 10 products, this ain't going to take long. Again, you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to scroll to the right. Here I see 5 sellers total, 2 FBA, 3 merchant fulfilled. That means it's probably not private label. If it is, they probably not really chasing us. This is more on the heavier side, so I'm not even sure if we would do it. But the images are side by side. They look like they match. The store would be JCPenney. Not my favorite, but I tell you, it amazes me that store is even still around. I don't know. So watch what happens here. Supposed to be at JCPenney for $60. Supposed to be selling on Amazon for $90. First, let's see, can we even get it? And can we get it at the price? Says yes. Now, I'm not going to get into what your tax situation is. I'm not going to get into whether or not the site out offers free shipping. You got to figure that out. Well, it says it right here. Free shipping on $49 or more. And look at this. You might even get an extra 20%. Well, that's going to change things, guys, because if you got free shipping and it was $59.99, and if you got that 20%, if there are no restrictions, that means you pay about $48. See, this is getting sweeter. All right. That's a good question. I don't know. That third party doesn't scare me. I don't run to it, but I don't necessarily run from it either. So let's see. Let's just see what it looks like. And maybe there's a way we can see if it's a third party seller. You know what? I didn't even notice that this is a Marvel character. It's a Spider-Man upside down on that. Oh, you was thinking about Sears. Okay. I wonder, could we sell on Sears? Did you think about that? Have you thought about trying to get on Sears or Target as a third-party seller while everybody else, including me, is running to Amazon and Walmart and eBay? There may be work that we could be getting right there on some of these other weird sites. Tim says, I used to spend so much time creating strict filters in TA, but was not sure why I seemed to not have good results. Would start brought now. Absolutely excellent. Let's see. Haven't looked into it. Timmy says, third-party sellers could sell on Target. They can, but I tried to apply. This would have been years ago. Maybe because I got disapproved. Maybe, I don't know. We'd have to look into that. But I will tell you this, that those, Sears, Rakuten, Target, these type of stores, you don't hear a lot about them. So there may be room for us. But anyway, let's look more into the listing. So what we'll do now, we'll click the other image so that we can see it on Amazon. And remember what we're looking at. Supposedly it's selling buy box $89. And that's what we see, $89. Let's see. Let's get rid of all this junk. I usually scroll right down to the keeper chart. When I see a whole bunch of velocity like this, I start looking even more. All right. Now, then I'll do some quick math. I don't use tools. I probably should. Maybe I'll start here. Once I get going better with Seller 365, I'll have everything linked up. Because if you notice what you're seeing right here, this is coming from 3 Coats. This is coming from Inventory Lab. I don't have it. I'm not logged into my Inventory Lab. And then I will be able to use this. Some of you guys, you use other software. What's the ones that are out there? Oh my. I can't even think of the names of these. Well, all you got to do is stick your ASIN and all of this, and it'll spit out what your fees are and all that stuff. I still do stuff by hand, guys. That's just me. But I'm an old fart. So $89.99 minus 15% leaves you with $74.99. If you paid $47.99, that leaves you with $27, and then you still got to ship the product. Let's look at if we can get the dimensions, at least the weight on this. Let's see here. We may get it, we may not. Sometimes I can't find all that junk. Let's see. Actually, you know what? It might even be on the site that you're getting it from. Full description, weight 2 pounds. So I would figure on it being 3 pounds to get it boxed and out the door. You guys know that I use, let's see, has built-in calculator. I don't who got a built-in calculator. One of them softwares. Tim uses Seller Assistant. Okay. Is it in the product details? Well, here I found it, and it may be in the keeper chart. I don't know, but either way, you know what? If I'm getting ready to box this thing up, and I'm sitting on $27. I already know with 3 pounds, I'm probably going to spend about $8, which means I'm probably going to walk away with about $19, maybe $20, somewhere in there. I'm okay with that. You know, you may not be, but you got to understand, when you ask yourself, where are you? In other words, how much money are you making on Amazon right now? If you look at my screen, you see $31,500 for the last 30 days. And when you see year to date, you see $92,000. And Tim, you know that has gone up because you follow me every day, and you're following me so that you get motivated, so that you get excited, so that you get similar results as me. And when you have questions, when something does not make sense, what are you going to do? You're going to call, or you're going to text, and you're going to talk to me offline, one-on-one, because it's going to cost you nothing. And then you can bounce your ideas off of someone that's a little bit further ahead than you, because you're smart, and you're going to leverage the knowledge and the experience and the thinking from somebody that's here to help you. You guys, I'm so happy. I'm about to cry. I'm about so much. All right, back to work. Let's see. Yup, Timmy says I'm all ears because I ain't nowhere near that. Oh, but you gonna be. You gonna be. You gonna be. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Because we take action around here when we can get our mouse to work. I'm going to give you right now the link. You know what? Hold up. I didn't even see that. Man, I tell you, the more I look at this, I like this. Hold on. I didn't even see the string, the web like that. Because when you look from this side, you really don't see it as good. This is a nice lamp, and it's not that I'm really into Marvel like that, but that's pretty cool. So let me give you the link right now. Everybody, I'm throwing the link to Amazon out there right now. And I'm going to throw the JC Penney link. And don't forget, you know what we're going to do? We're going to see if it's going to give us that coupon, because that's important. Let's look at that together. Tim, are you at the controls? Like, are you logged into your Amazon account? I want you to take that ACE and let me know if you are gated or not. Because I got to make sure we're finding things. This is just sort of a barometer test to see if we're looking at things that you're going to be able to sell. We got to be able to take action. All right, Tim is on it. That's my main man. That is my man right there. This dude is for real. Y'all better watch. Oh my God. Y'all. Steve, you about to make me start hollering. You about to make me start preaching. You about to make me start giving a sermon up here. You guys, you give me the energy to do this. So watch what happens. You see it says online only. We're going to add it to the cart. Hold on one second. We're going to view the cart. Today's coupons. View. I knew it. They trying to finesse. Hold on. We got to look at the details. See, they be trying to finesse. Hang tight. I want to see something here. This is the work you got to put in, hustlers. All right. Let's look at the details. What I'm doing real quick is looking at, because it's not giving us the 20% that they said they was going to give us. We need the 20% to really make this work. All right. Apparel, shoes, accessories. Nope. 60%. Well, nope. Beauty salon. All right, let me do the numbers again, because now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. See, they finessing. We need that 20%. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. And another thing you might be able to do, you might be able to you might be able to. Let me look at something here. So another thing I use this software called Rev ROI. Have you guys heard of that? Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see if we can get a discounted gift card. I don't know. Because if we don't, I don't know if this is worth it. No. See, cash back you can get a little bit. But let me just run the numbers again real quick before we move on, just to see what we would end up with. Okay, $89.99, 15%. That leaves us. Ugh. $76.49, and we would end up paying. Hold on. Now, mind you, let's see, minus. Mind you, you see, it's giving the free shipping, but remember, you're looking at a before tax price. So you're getting ready to box this up, and you're boxing this up, meaning you got to pay. You paid your fee, your 15% to Amazon. You paid your $59.99 before we calculate tax. You paid $59.99 to JCPenney. That leaves you with $16. It's probably going to cost you another $8. So you only make like $8. Now, listen, I'm the type of guy, I will take that. I will take that. Why? Because I'm trying to come up, and it's all about momentum with me. I don't have time to be picky. You know, I'm trying to get to the bag. I was able to double my revenue because I stopped being picky. But okay, so you use Rev ROI. Okay. But that's going to be up to you. Now, don't forget, guys, what could happen is this. See, a lot of times we're looking, we can't see the forest for the trees. We're looking and we're saying, okay, this is not a good deal. Okay, let me rephrase that. Let me reframe that for you. It's not the best deal, but it could get you in to JCPenney, where a store like JCPenney's really starts to make sense is when you start buying more and more at JCPenney, so that you do an entire haul from JCPenney, and then you start learning, okay, JCPenney is good for XYZ, maybe not A, B, and C, but XYZ. It's just so much. There's just so much you're going to learn as you decide, hey, this is one of the places that I'm going to source. But again, you might decide to pass. That's fine. Let's move on and see what else we might find. Back to the software. So we can close this. All right, we come back. What is this? All right, now right away, this is restricted, at least for me. You might be able to sell it. You know, that's crazy because I used to be able to sell this brand. Oh, well. This only has one seller, 1.7. We're looking. Let's see now. I don't know. Star Wars, Luke Skywalker, that's restricted. Let me see. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, back over. We want to see. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm looking at these two columns. Not enough. Not enough space. Hmm. This ain't even. This shouldn't even be in stock. Let's see what happens. Nope. Not available. Hmm. 50 units. Thank you. Thank you, Timmy, for looking that up for me. Actually using the software to see how many are being sold. I need that. Oh, Wesley said they're out there regating everybody. Really? Ah, man, oh man, oh man. I hate that. But that's okay. Listen, guys, Amazon is going to do stuff like that. Let them do it. You're going to work around it. You're going to find a way. You're going to work around it. You're going to work over it. You're going to go under it, or you're just going to go through it. But you're going to find a way. Because we got and you know what's going to happen while you're listening to everybody complain about what they're doing. You busy getting to the bag. You done found a way and you gone. All right, let's look at this sports and outdoors. I'm not too hopeful, but you just never know. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Uh, let me see. Yo, brother Ricks, what's going on? Thanks for the love. Hold on. Let's try this. Got a little music. Let me know if it's too loud. Wesley says pivot and find new products. Plenty of see. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All right. See, it's more of a lounge type atmosphere now. Now, while we're looking, let's do it again. Remember, we're in sports and outdoors, supposedly. This is already probably private label. This is probably private label. Let's see, we ain't selling no watches, that type of Fitbit junk. Look at this. 28 sellers. That's 10 FBA and 19 merchant fulfilled. Why would that be? Oh, we're not getting into this. This is buy boxing at $569. You're supposed to get it at for $457. Forget it. Let's look at these socks. Sometimes those can be good. 32 sellers, 4 FBA, 28 merchant fulfilled. These are champions. The images don't match in color. They're not in stock anyway. Look at that. 240 across variations. Let's just see what happens. Out of stock. Okay. Now, what you could do if you want it, remember, you can use the software just to give you ideas. Now, you guys know as soon as I see a suppressed buy box, love it. Now, what you could do is just go to the image, right click it, Google Lens it, see if anybody has it at a price that works for you. Might not, but you never know. You just take a quick glance. If you see something, we don't. So we out. But at least we took a look, right? And these don't match. All right. I didn't expect much out of this anyway. And we really didn't have a chance to let it run as long as we want it. But that's okay, because we coming back. See, now this one, Timmy, you probably know about these. As soon as I click on that, you probably already know, don't you? $14, not enough space in them. Can't make that work. What is going on here? I'm the only YouTuber you know that's ever said they love suppress. Everybody else runs from them, and the reason why is everybody want to fight over that buy box. Why would I want a buy box so that everybody is trying to control it? You know what I mean? That's the carrot. That is, to me, that is the carrot that Amazon puts in front of you. And that way we can all race to the bottom, not make hardly any money. And then Amazon says to its customers, look, see how low our prices are? They're getting that off of your back. That's how you got ungated. Good deal, baby. I mean, hang tight, guys. I want to look around, see what's going on here. All right. What else? What? Oh man, don't sleep on this. If you can make it work. This ain't enough margin, but we're gonna take a look anyway. And it's restricted, but that's okay. This is how you learn over time what you might want to get ungated in. Okay, number one. Yeah, this is a whole bunch of different ones, huh? Ooh, that's a tight keeping chart. Now, I would probably, let's look into this. Number one, these prices, they're not enough, but it's a light product. And a lot of times you'll hear me saying, hey, these are the types of products you might find at these deep discount stores, a store where you might walk in and you're getting them at $1 a piece or something crazy like that because it's just a closeout at Ollie's or whatever. Yeah. This is not, when you're looking at stuff like this, what you're doing is exposing your mind to different things that you could be selling. And when the time comes, you do this long enough, it's going to come back around and you're going to be ready. You're conditioning yourself to be ready for opportunity. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. This is what we're doing, guys. We're staying ready. And we're doing it together. Now, let's go back in. What else do we have going? Oh, snack food. But before we get into snack food, let me just go back. Remember I was telling you, how I went to the store today because I had to pick up inventory. And I literally had to go to customer service, tell them, hey, I got, 12 cases of some chips, some cheese doodles, all that junk. This is what I want to tell you guys. If you're not doing this, when you start doing retail arbitrage, you don't have to go right from retail arbitrage to wholesale. You can bridge. Just go up to customer service and say, hey, I'd like to order a case of these or 2 cases or whatever. And the person at customer service is probably going to look at you like this. They'll probably be missing a tooth like me. And they'll go, okay. Then they'll call you. They'll let you know when the products come in. And then you'll go pick them up. And then everybody will look at you crazy. And then going about their long head. But the thing of it is this. You're going to get tired when you get a product that you know sells well. You're going to get tired of clearing the shelves. Okay. How many bags can they get on a shelf? Right? You ain't got time for this. So, man, I keep telling y'all, inventory. That is what needs to happen. You've got to be going and getting the inventory. Okay? Remember the other pictures I showed you today? I had to make 2 trips, 40 minutes each way. I got 2 words for you hustlers. I got 2 words. No excuses. Now, when I'm talking to Wesley, when I'm talking to Tim, I know you ain't got no excuses. When I'm talking to L, yo, I already know. Y'all for real. But anybody who's catching the replay, I'm telling you now, you have got to, hold on a second. You've got to keep the inventory flowing. You cannot afford when you have, and listen, I keep saying this because some of y'all got experience. So I'm not cutting you no slack. You know what products sell. You've got to deal with the products that you know sell. That means you have to have inventory. When that customer was ready to make the purchase, that is when they were ready. You can't get that time back, and there's no guarantee that you're going to have that opportunity to serve that customer again. That customer. You've got to be able to ready when that customer is ready. I was missing way too many opportunities because I was buying inventory. I was replenishing. I was letting it run out. Then I would replenish. And all the time in between, I lost. You stop doing that, and right away, you're going to have momentum. This is a momentum-based business. So now we're going to go into my favorite category, which is snack food. We're supposed to be looking at 48 items. Let's see. We're looking right up here. It's 48. Oh, let's take a quick minute and see what our reverse search is doing. Remember those stores we were reverse searching? Remember right here, that 1,913 products? Look at how many have been added so far, 3. But that's okay. We're going to let that run and we'll get back into it tomorrow. Everybody down to come back tomorrow, right? Especially if I give you ample notice. See, I'm getting good. Well, I'm getting better. Okay. So right away, I'm looking over here. Now, if I wanted to, I could filter this out, but you never know. This is whether or not they have inventory. That could change from the time we ran this to the time we're ready to look. That could change. So let's see. And this is restricted anyway. But just because it's restricted for me does not mean that it's going to be restricted for you. Let's take a look at this. This is probably not something that I would sell, but because we got 18 sellers on it, that is proof that there must be something to this product. Well, first of all, this is a local store in my area, Weiss Markets. You're not going to see that unless you're in the South Central Pennsylvania. Let's see now. Man, he's getting this. To be able to sell it at this price, he is getting this. He's got to be getting this like on the super cheap. I want to start. I don't have the bandwidth for it. I don't have the money, the cash flow right now, but I want to start getting into pallets. One of these days here, maybe tomorrow, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Timmy says, solid game. Thanks, bro. Taking some notes. That's right. And I'll see you on Sunday anyway, because you're in the private group. You're getting mentored by a whole panel of experienced sellers. So good for you. So far I ain't seeing nothing. But let's look at this. This has 9 sellers. You'll notice on food, it's mostly merchant fulfilled. 2 FBAs, 7 merchant fulfills. Because when you got food, you got expiration dates, man. You ain't got time to be messing around with Amazon's silly games that they play when you want to send inventory in. Now this is interesting. We're gonna click on this and look. This says Iberia. Does anybody know what Iberian is? Iberian, I could be wrong, so y'all gotta tell me. But Iberian is like Spanish and Portuguese, I think, isn't it? Let's look. I know I digress. What is Iberian? Related to or denoting Iberia or the countries of Spain and Portugal. Isn't that amazing? You start learning all this weird junk. Let's see. Now this is 20 ounces, which means you should be able to ship this for £2. Let's look at the oh yes, I love that. Timmy knew. See, but you got education. It shows. Now here's what you can see looking at this keeper chart right away. You see Amazon is on it throughout. And Amazon sells it for $13.96. Don't let that scare you. Do not let that scare you, because Amazon will give you your share. Sometimes it's better for Amazon. And look at, hold on a second. Even if you wanted to fight with Amazon, they don't really get into price wars anyway. Not with me. But this product, let's see. I guess at one time it was $5 on Walmart. Not today. Let me see. But it could have been maybe at one point Walmart themselves were carrying it. I like plantain chips, by the way. Keep that in mind. That's one that you can file away in the ROM of your memory. Let me Google Lens it real quick, just for fun. 27, 30, 17. All right, we'll keep our eyes out for it. One of these days, it'll open up. Timmy said, "I would go toe to toe with Amazon if you were ungated and the margins were right." Hey, they getting theirs off you anyway, so they don't care. A lot of people don't like it because they figure they're not going to get the lion's share. You ain't got to get the lion's share. If you're doing the work, see, people come out here and they want to be lazy. This is not a hustle. This is a business. You got to be ready to work, which I know I'm preaching to the choir because you guys are out here with me. That is proof right there. You showing and proving that you're ready to do the work. You could be watching funny cat videos right now. Let's see. Oh, walnut halves and pieces. Guys, there's just so much. There's just so much opportunity in grocery and gourmet. It ain't even funny. It ain't even funny. You, man. Okay. Now for this one, let me run the numbers. I don't think this one would work, but you never know. So you left with 2139. Then you got to give 1252, is it? And let's see. Let me see what else here. Gonna be about 3 pounds. So yeah, that's tight because by the time you pay for everything and you're sitting there about to box it up, which means you still got to pay shipping, you're only left with like $8. That would be tight, but this would be a good product under the right circumstances. Let's see. Nope, not good enough. What I'm doing is I'm just looking at the price on the website and the buy box. I'm just sort of comparing the two. If I see a big enough gap, then I'll look a little further. Bars always give me problems. If I'm going to do bars, I usually go to like grocery outlet. Tim says, want to make grocery my primary focus. My man, so sick of, that's right. So sick of dealing with returns. Let me tell you something. Customers hate it. They hate it when they can't just automatically go out there and create a return on your back. They can't do it in grocery. They hate it. I love it. Definitely, this is a brand, Atkins, definitely good for when you can get them at Ollie's, grocery outlet, that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at this. Aha, pack of 24. I was about to say, ain't no way. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Actually, let me show y'all something. So remember I was telling you I ended up making 2 trips? Bruh, I'm telling you now, this is the last time. This is the last year that I'm working with this minivan. It's not enough space. And I'm not going to get any smaller. So watch this. I'm going to end up getting either a Sprinter van. Which would be something like this. But I have heard these things are not cheap. to buy, which means they're probably not cheap to lease either. So what I might end up getting would probably be more, you know, that kind of van. Yo, now what type of minivan? I drive a Chrysler Pacifica, and you can fold the seats completely down into the floor. I never even bring them up because I'm just constantly chasing that bag. What do you drive, Tim? Cargo van. Let me look at my images and I can show you what I'm probably going to end up getting, bro. Is more like this one. This one right here. You know, the type that, you know, you look like you're going to abduct someone. Oh. Wesley said, get you an older 15 passenger, take the seats out, be done with it. Hold on, let me get this out of here. Tim's driving a Ford Transit Connect. Nice. Extended cab passenger version. Nice. Wesley got one used for about $16K. You still got it? But yeah, this is something, Tim, we're gonna talk about in the private group because I gotta play for this. I ain't spending no money on this crap. But we'll talk about that on Sunday. Now back to, man, that reverse search still only is showing 4 items. Well, we might as well look. Let's see what those are. There's the 4. I don't know if it's going to be anything good. Baking soda. Now you see, who thinks about that? Who thinks about that? This is what I'm talking about. This is what the software, I'm telling you guys, the most thing that this software does for me is just exposes my mind to different stuff. Unfortunately, no, it was for a different business, so that wish you still had it though, huh? Only us serious guys drive vans. That's right. Real men drive minivans. Let me see something here. Ain't no way. They're selling this. Ain't no way this is really going for $250 at Target. Well, actually, yeah. $216, I meant to say. All right, let's see what it's doing on Amazon. Prices change all the time. All the time. Yeah, now this would be one that I probably, under the right circumstances, I would probably go FBA, but you know, it would have to be something I'm not really trying to turn because it just takes too long. FBA is just way too slow now for me. The time it takes to get it prepped, go through all that crap, wait till it gets processed in, received, all this crap. Nah, I ain't got time for it. Oh, Wesley got a truck with an 8-foot bed. Ha! Man. Is that your truck? Yes. Will you help me move? I bet you get that. I bet you get that all the time, Wes. Oh, this is a pack of 6. Forget it. Gotta watch that stuff. Wesley said, "No." Oh, this is a 6-piece too. Discontinued. Okay, we're done with that. And the software probably told me it was out of stock. No, it lied. It said it was in stock. What is this? 11.59. No, ain't no money in that. Okay, let's see what's going on. All right, hustlers. So I gotta go eat. Then I gotta go bring in all that inventory. Then I gotta go get orders together. Show you what I got going on. Actually, today really isn't that busy of a day on Amazon. Let me look at my numbers here real quick. It's not looking like. Let's see. Days. Okay, this is a lie. All right, so when you look at what I need to do today, I got 36 orders that I got to process. So I'm going to take a break. Like I said, I got to do some cleaning up. And then I gotta get these orders done. So okay, that's for Wesley. And I'm waiting for Wesley to respond because I'm nosy. Let's see. So we're gonna get together tomorrow. Basically, we'll be doing the same thing because I'm gonna let these searches go. I'll probably add a couple more. We're just gonna keep working together so we can get to this bag. Wesley says all FBA right now. What software are you using to prep? Are you using Inventory Lab or are you using the regular just right in Seller Central or what? Because I'm going to tell you, Fulfilled by Merchant is where I really started blowing up. And so much of it had to do with control of my inventory. Every time you buy inventory, you're literally tying up your money. The money is sitting in inventory, which doesn't do you any good. How long till you turn it over? It's just way too much. And people, listen, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business. You're going to run it the way you want. But I'm just telling you what worked for me. And doubling. I went to Merchant Fulfilled, mostly Merchant Fulfilled. Right now, at the moment, I'm 100% Merchant Fulfilled. I did that, and man, things just changed. But you know what? Remind me tomorrow, because something happened. Watch this. I'm gonna go into my reports. My business reports. We're gonna go. No, Nah, that's not gonna be good. I was gonna go year to date, but that ain't gonna. Well, maybe it will show something good. All right, let me show you this real quick. Absolutely, much faster. Started in college, blah blah blah. Now you got more time. Absolutely, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, scan power. Okay. Wait, where's Karen? Karen's out here? Oh, there she is. FBM versus FBA depends exactly. And you can do a hybrid. You're gonna have your challenges, your pros and cons with both. So I would say the best thing you could do is figure out how to do them both. But tomorrow, maybe we could get into. So the red line here is showing all of last year, right? 16,000, 15,000, 15,7, 15,6, 15,9. You see how I was always around 15, 16, then down to 10, then 9, 7, then 17, back down to about 15. And then all of a sudden, from November into December, we went from 14.9 to 21.6, okay? Then January, 22, then February, 26, then March, 34. Something happened, hustlers. Something happened. And you know what? I think tomorrow, I need to share something with you. Because something happened. I think Karen knows. Karen, you better not tell them. They got to come tomorrow for that. Let me see. Hazmat beauty products. Yup, I love that though. Remember, guys, do not forget, text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen. I think I put it down in the chat today. I think I finally got that put down in the chat. Don't forget to sign up for the Snackfood Symposium. It's a free webinar. It has me, the lovely Miss Karen, and my producer Jim, where I show you in much more detail how I'm making money in snack food. That's where I'm at. Don't forget to sign up for the free tactical arbitrage course. We're actually adding a couple more modules either tonight or tomorrow. So go ahead and sign up. There's modules out there. I think it might be like 7. Go ahead and get in there. Then you can let me know what you want. You can literally keep building it out custom to your needs. Okay. When you come back tomorrow, keep interacting with me. We need that. Okay. Remember what we're doing here, right? We pick the software to do the heavy lifting. That is tactical arbitrage. We are making sure that we can make a profit. We're deciding whether to merchant fulfill or FBA. We've talked about that. We'll continue. Determine if you can sell the product. You might be gated. Check your restrictions. That doesn't mean you can't sell it. You just need to know what you're dealing with, right? IP complaints. You might be using IP alert. You may just be looking, and with experience, you can kind of tell. It's easy to tell. If you see 25 people on the listing, chances are it's probably over. Do your further analysis, i.e. check your product rank, your star rating, number of sellers, including Amazon, FBA, and merchant fulfilled. Your buy box versus suppressed buy box. You guys know I talk about that all the time. Check your competition stock. If you guys are using the paid version of Keepa, you're going to get that. Decide how many to purchase, wash, rinse, and repeat. Okay? Remember, this is a momentum-based business. You want to start getting the results that I get, you got to start thinking the way I think. Better to focus on return on investment than dollars in the beginning. Remember I was saying, hey, look, when you go to the store, and I'm telling you, start going up to customer service, ordering in bulk. You have to understand something that is so very important. Longevity is the key in business. A lot of things are going to be opened up to you. You don't know, as the lovely Miss Karen often says, you don't know what you don't know. And I cannot tell you exactly how it's going to open up for you. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Because, give you an example. You could be buying at your local grocery store and they get to know you. Karen can tell you about this. They get to know you. It could be a year. It could be 5 years later. Something happens and they put you in contact with that manufacturer that would never work with you before. I'm telling you because this is the type of stuff that has happened to me. You don't know what's going to happen. Be ready. I'll get at you. As soon as we get off this live, I'm going to go check my phone. All right, we need to hop on a call. We'll do it. But yeah, what I'm really trying to tell you guys is so important. It's much more important than telling you exactly what to do, right? A lot of times we come out here saying, all right, exactly what do I do? See, that's how you train animals. You're not an animal. You are a human. So you train a monkey, press green button, wait for beat, pull lever, wait for, no. You got to learn how to think. There's a certain thinking that got me to where I am. And there's a certain thinking that's going to get me further. Okay? That is why I holler and yell and scream. And if I could reach through this screen, I would grab you and I would shake you to get your attention. The fact that you're here right now with me tells me you have the potential. It tells me you're going to get there, but I can't tell you when. I can't tell you if it's going to happen this year. And I'm not going to tell you because I'm not trying to sell you a $3,000 course. Now, if I was trying to cap and sell you a $3,000 course, well, then I got to make sure I tell you it's easy. I got to tell you that it's quick. I got to tell you that you can get something for nothing. I got to do all that lying. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's going to be hard. It's going to be arduous. It's going to take time. And you're going to have to become more than you are right now. And all of that is happening between your ears. Thoughts become things. Thoughts lead to action or inaction, which leads to habits, which lead directly to results. You are a creature of habit. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. You are a creature of habit. And when you accept that, then you will change your habits. Thus, change the results that you're getting. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. Get at me, Wesley. As soon as we hang up, I'm gonna reach out. La machine. I'm gone.